enter the tower on the first input. Peppino Spaghetti is having his pizza shop threatened by pizza fans. We need to stop him by climbing these. And go. Okay, first of all, we've got the tutorial stage, which teaches us how to move through the game. Basically, the controls of this game I found to be best controlled as Warrior Land 5. The most important thing about this command is this map dash, which will do to run super fast. Speed up to map 1, 2, 3, and 4. Basic aim of this is shown on all run, jump, dive, smash through these blocks. The goal for each level is to run and collect all these little topping enemies in this level and hit Killer John then to trigger pizza time. Which we just run back to the entrance as quick as we can. You have to collect all these toppings to get cash to open up the boss doors. Each one of them is an essential ingredient for pizza. We've got tomato, we've got cheese, we've got mushrooms, we've got sausage, and of course we've got pineapple, which I'm sure isn't controversial in the slightest. First stage here, we've got is John Gutter, which is basically kind of like an extended tutorial. This teaches us all the... It basically tells us how to move through the stage a little bit less hands-off than what the tutorial did. We're just going to zoom through these blocks here. Hopefully we won't get poked by the Fork Knights. The move that I am constantly doing is doing like a little duck into... a little duck into a dash duck, which is, and then immediately standing back up, which is one of the quickest methods we have to immediately get up to Mach 3 speed, which is really important because that's the speed that we need to be going to ram through enemies and have them flinch at us coming. And there is normal speed after that. When Peppino runs really crazily fast like that, that's Mach 4, and we have to be holding that direction for forward direction for a while before he gets into that speed. Basically, we want to be trying with moving at Mach 3 whenever we can. But there's lots of little animations and all that Peppino does that kind of break movement a bit. So one of the tricks that I always keep trying to do is a map cancel. So whenever I want to change direction, I want to jump into the air and press grab and in the opposite direction that I'm moving. And that'll just make Peppino do a really quick little spin animation and instantly cancel all of his speed. And we use that to just cancel all of our forward momentum. And we have to go to the second stage, Pizza Escape. First, like, real level of this game. Also the level where we get our first transformation. That's the Knight suit. Now, normally in the speedrun, we don't actually want to get these transformations because a lot of the times they're actually a lot slower than a normal movement, but we kind of need them to get rid of annoying, stupid rats in our path. It's literally what they're called. Because there's no other way to get them out of the way other than those transformations. here, grab a key, use unlock a door. And since transformation is currently removed from those priests there, we want to try and avoid picking them up whenever we can. Here we do a little trick here. I'm gonna just edge forward and break that block but not drop down, which lets us drop down the hole and hit pillage on, trigger pizza time, without going through in the suit, because otherwise we would have been stuck in there for a bit. It's mostly what the core of Pizza Tower speedrunning is about. We've got to find all these little ways to save just these little movements everywhere here and there. We save this little topping right there at the way back because it's just easier and quicker to grab him there. And it's possible to skip these results screens, but it's actually not that fast anymore since the game officially has moved over to calculating our runs in-game time. It's not really useful anymore. Right, now with those two stages done, we're going to pay Mr. Stick here to open up the first boss door. We go take on our first boss, Pepperman. We just restart the level there just to skip the opening animation. Oh, missed him. Pepperman's a bit simple, but it can be a bit tricky for new runners. Just stand in the corner there to make sure he doesn't turn around. Stand real close around so he takes the shortest little bounce possible. Once we do that, we're now on to phase 2. All these bosses have a phase 2. In this case, Pepperman will just get a little bit quicker every time, between every single one of these movements. But you'll still have all the same attacks. Dash, then dash and turn around, and the bounce. And the double bounce. And all these little art pieces he's got in the background will really a lot faster, making it difficult to get through. These little statues that we're carved out to destruct Pepperman take 6 hits to make instead of 3. And that's the first boss, Pepperman. Now, like normal stages, we can actually skip the results screen on these because we just need the key, and then we could just exit level. Doesn't actually record anything for our record for that stage, but we just need the key for it. So we move on to the rest of floor 1 stage. It's Ancient Cheese. Gimmick of this stage is bombs that you can pick up and throw, and these crumbly cheese platforms, which disappear once you run over one. Also has one of my least favorite enemies, the Fencer cheese knights. Very annoying to deal with. Ow, I didn't mean to do that. Ow, dang it. Yeah, so we need to use the bombs in this stage to get rid of the stupid rats. The transformation in this stage, I guess you can say. So moving through the stage, don't want to bother about extra point pickups, because we just want to get through quick. That's also one of our other moves we have. The Y button is a taunt button. And you might think that's not really that much use, but it's also your parry button. And that comes in really handy dealing some bosses and enemies. So anyway, it's pizza time again. Instead of just immediately going back the way we came, this level forces us to take a bit of a different route before heading back to the start. Like the other stages, there's a few toppings that we pick up just on the way back because they're easier and quicker to grab on the way back there instead of then. That's ancient cheese. Now, we're going on to probably the hardest floor stage in floor 1, Blood Source Dungeon. Blood Source Dungeon is very tricky. This is a very vertical stage, and it's not really quick of us to go vertical, especially downwards vertical. So we're going to be trying to take advantage of using map cancels whenever we can, try keep our momentum moving well. Meantime, we're going to be trying to avoid all the hot sauce and the pizza cutter blades. I'm failing to do both.
Do I have time for a couple of donations?
Yes, go ahead.
Beautiful. We got $5 from Sam saying, "Save my boy Snotty. He didn't do anything wrong."
Exactly. He's just a harmless little guy hanging out.
And then $15 from Vampiric Oz saying, "Vampiric Oz again. I'm in the crowd. Hi chat. Loving this pizza tower run so far. Another donation to destroy Snotty."
Oh, come on. He's just a harmless little guy.
So Kill Snotty is currently at $665. Spare Snotty is at $177. So you got a fair track to get to Spare Snotty to get back into this. But thank you for those donations, and back to you, mate.
Right at the bottom of this dungeon, I messed up my speed there because I was going at Mark 4. It's pizza time! Running up Blood Source Dungeon is actually a lot quicker than running down. We have to shimmy back and forth when we're going down, but we actually run quite fast when we're running up a wall. So we can clear out of here quite quickly. We're also going to use a little bit of damage boosting from these puddles of hot sauce here. a lava hot sauce to just push us up a bit as we're running away. All these stages have little John blocks that flip between being transparent and non-transparent when you hit Pillar John. Forces us to go different ways throughout the stage. We're taking different routes, even to the side out here, as we see it during the escape. With a few super jumps, we've hit the end. That's floor 1.
Got time for another one?
Yep.
$2 from Anonymous saying, put the $2 towards saving Snotty. That puts it toward at 179. Kill Snotty's at 665. But thank you so much for the donation.
Up we go to floor 2. The Western District. And we immediately start off with going through Oregano Desert. All these stages are really nice to look at, really wonderfully well designed. All these pizza desert, pizza suns in the background. And these lovely pizza marts where we're going to find all of our toppings inside. You have these little pizza tikis who are summoning rain and thunder for us. Can create an obstacle if we're not careful. Didn't. I was trying to use the taunt there to just buffer my speed because it would maintain all your momentum while running, but continue to move forward. Now we get to this stage's transformation, hot wings. Very spicy hot wings. Force us to jump all over the place and dash around with fire coming out of our mouths. Let's start that. There's a skip with the hot wings that I'll try later on, but I just really haven't. Oh, never mind. There's a skip that you can do on that guy there. If when you get the hot wings, you can bounce off of his head and go straight over to the stupid rat without going through the rest of the stage. But I haven't managed to get it before. It's really tricky to get that bounce. Taunting also, as well as buffering our speed, can force enemies to react a bit quicker, so even though we bounced on that guy, we can get him to throw his hot wings at us immediately. Then, find there's a UFO here. It's got UF olives here. They're invading and abducting all the cows. Just messing up, not getting hit by them all. Got one of our last toppings, and also Pillar John. So it's pizza time again. Here, in this little pizza mart, we actually want to avoid getting hit by We want to avoid getting hit by the hot wings there because prevent us from climbing down the ladder. We have to go back to a cow to kick the hotness out of our mouth. Really good music. This game just has amazing music. Pizza Time. Pizza Time is one of the best tracks, and As a bunch of other levels just have amazing music in them as well. Just go have a listen to this game's soundtrack if you have a chance. You won't regret it. And it's Oregano Desert. Next up, we've got an appropriate spooky level for spooky month. It is Waste Yard. We've got some haunted cheese to go through. Oh my goodness, Peppino was a ghost. Or maybe he's just underneath the sheet. Who can tell? That's our transformation for this stage. By touching a scary mushroom, we get the ghost transformation, which can move through some blocks and also break some others. You can also collect these ghost peppers to move faster and break some other blocks. Missed him. And it's pizza time. There is a skip you can do there, a real tricky skip, by getting those little turkey guys right at the end and trying to clip him through the block so he can throw an explosive bone that he throws at Pillar John, so we don't have to go through that section as a ghost. But it's really tricky to get right, and I haven't learned that trick yet. On this stage, we've got a unique aspect of running through the stage. We've got the ghost of Pillar John haunting us. So if you touch him like that, he'll send you back to the start of the room. I want to try and avoid getting on those little surfing those corpses because they're slow and they don't really help us move through the stage that quick. See, jumping on those just kills all of our momentum. Could have gone up to Mark 4 in that group, but just hopping on those corpses just kills all your speed. That's spooky. Very nice. Up next, in the next stage, we've got a very, very, very special guest that will be joining us for this level. Who it is? Who is it? Who's joining us for Fun Farm? Why? It's Mort the Chicken. Mort the Chicken is basically a character from a PS1 game. It's about chicken saving chicks from alien cubes. Really old game. So what's he doing in this game in Pizza Town? Well, McPig just simply asked the creator of Mort the Chicken if he can put him in this game, and he said yes. super jump. And here is Mort. You'll need him to get through the stupid rats. He's also very handy. Helps us double jump. Helps us hook onto those little Mort hooks. And his basic attack is much faster than his walking animation, which has a huge hitbox as well. So without all the transformations, Mort's probably one of the best ones we can have. And it's pizza time again. Now, unfortunately, in this room, we're going to get rid of Mort, because in this one room in particular, he's much faster without Mort. We can just run through it, because there's no stupid rat for us to get through. Sorry about that, Mort, but speed is king here. Have a really short run back to the entrance. So that was our pal Mort, our special guest for that level. He did well. Now it's time to make our mark as the fastest pizza chef in the West in fast food saloon. This stage is all about cards and races. This stage, the gimmick of it is that we'll be racing these little wooden rocking horses to the end in short races to grab the toppings. If they make it to the goal before we do, they'll lock off the topping for us. So if I do really bad, I might have to redo the stage. Let's hope I don't do that. Our second transformation source is our beloved mount, this pizza sausage. And this topping here, we're actually, it's not a race, but we're going to do something a little unexpected to get to it. We're crawling through that little gap there. We're able to get that because the cheese block, if we duck on the cheese blocks and let it crumble beneath our feet, we're still only like one cube tall. So if we keep ducking, we can crawl into that gap without going through the puzzle. It's one of the ways we can skip getting the sausage mount. Grab the key from that little race there. Bring the sausage up to this part here. And we use him. Oops. That's my fault. Messing this up. And it's pizza time again.
Got time for a donation?
Yes, please go ahead.
Fantastic. $15 from Sam saying, we need to save Snotty together. And cure cancer too, I guess. So that puts Save Snotty at 194 and Kill Snotty still in a huge lead at 665. How much longer have we got on that?
We've still got quite a bit. We're near the tail end of floor 2, so we've still got floor 3 and half of floor 4 to go through.
So you still got a little bit of time
to get those
change.
donations in to save Snotty. Quick.
Yeah, you got some time to save Snotty's outcome.
I'll donate more to kill Snotty if you're a monster. Alright, now we're coming up on the boss of floor 2, the Vigilante. To beat him, we've got this little gun. But with it, we can trap the Vigilante in a bit of a repeating pattern. You can charge up a shot here. Right when he finishes bouncing from an attack, except the miss part, where I always mess it up because he likes to jump in the air. Oops, messed up that as well. Yeah, Vigilante can be simple if you get the loop on him, but there is quite a bit of RNG that can easily mess up the fight. The get off cycle can be a bit tricky to get back on. Like these pizza cutout boards, there's cows and the little farmer ghosts. They can all come down to block all your shots and ruin your day. Or you can just endlessly shoot shots like he is now. To finish them off, we gotta do a quick draw. Boom! Fastest pizza chef in the West. And that is floor 2. Now on to floor 3. The vacation resort. Where best to start off a vacation? Then to the beach. Welcome to Crust Curve, one of my favorite levels and one of my favorite level themes. And also home to one of my favorite enemies, the cool pineapple that would taunt along with us whenever we do it. Ah, damn it. I was trying to do that little one tunnel there at Mark 4, but it's tricky to get it at Mark 4. It's designed to go through at Mark 3 speed. The transformation for this stage is the barrel. We roll through it to get rid of these mini stupid rats. The smaller miniature version of the larger rats. Rolling in them is a little tricky. It's a little bit based on momentum. It's a little harder to build up. And you also swap direction when you let go, when you roll up a wall and come back down. So go fast. You kind of want to You kind of want to let go of rolling when you're going between rolling up and down walls. Now, we've got a little cannon goblin who's shooting from us from the foreground. So we've got to avoid his shots. And these streams that'll pull us along. And these awful cannon goblin robots that will keep shooting shots at us. Can't destroy them, and how many we parry back. Just got a little bit more barrel action to go. A nice little slide there, but we'll slow down to avoid getting hit. And it's pizza time. Wait for the cannon goblin to blow up some bits here for us so we can slip through. Nope. Wasn't supposed to dive there. That's across the cove. Now, second stop on our vacation resort floor is a peaceful green area, the gnome forest. There's not an... Well, I think Peppino's had quite a bit of action in these past few stages. He's feeling just a little bit tired. So, we're gonna get someone else to take over for him. Gustavo and Brick the Rat. Now, Gustavo and Brick operate completely differently from how Peppino does. Where Peppino moves kind of like a car, I'd say Gustavo and Brick kind of operate more like a battering ram. For starters, Gustavo and Brick can only move at Mach 3 speed. His little attack dash cannot be comboed into a speed up since it's very rigid. He has a double jump, which is the slam of which is used to break metal bricks. We can kick Brick out like a little ball to get rid of stuff ahead of us. But a lot of the actions we do is very easily break some moving momentum. So we want to be very certain of what moves we want to use and the distance that we'll need to get back up to Mach 3 so we can start bowling through things again. So we want to kind of avoid using the attack or the double jump as much as we can, because that will just break our momentum with Gustavo. We want to keep him moving as much as we can. Also want to keep Brick on us at all times, because if we don't have him on us, we won't be able to perform a lot of our moves, like the double jump. going to be quite jarring for a lot of people when they first play this stage. It's just how different Gustavo moves from Peppino. You just got to remember what moves break momentum and try to avoid using them as much as you can whenever you can, unless you have to. The brick kick is actually one of the best moves because it breaks a lot of the stuff in front of you and doesn't break your momentum. Timing when to use a normal Gustavo attack is quite important, because that actually can be used to cancel out or into other moves. And right at the end of this forest journey is Pillajon. It's pizza time again. One more pizza. Didn't even tell them what the gimmick of the stage is. You don't get the toppings as per normal from their normal cages. You have to rescue this little pizza gnomes here and bring them back to their housing. They give us the toppings that way. Running through the whole level, we've still got this guy following us. So where's he go? Simple. We go back to this guy. And he's going to take the final pizza gnome home here. Peppino's up from his nap and ready to move again. And that's Gnome Forest.
Let's click up here, and away you go.
Nice of Gustavo to just tag in flag for us. Peppino really needed that nap. Here we'll go to best level in the game, Deep Dish 9. Yep, we're gonna have an outer space adventure. Got the little UFOs from Orangutan Desert are back here. This time we're going to be visiting their home planet for this lovely spaceship. Yeah, the gimmick of this level is these little rockets that we ride around on. We need them to bust through the cheese asteroids that block our path. And also sometimes the stupid rat. Now we're going to take a rocket ride. And now we've ended up in the UFO's home planet. Another gimmick in this level now, we've got little wormholes that will run us around back to a start if we happen to touch them. We want to avoid hitting those wormholes. Keep moving forward. We've got another rocket ride to go now. And we ended up on Planet Cheese. And it's pizza time. Gotta find one more rocket to bring us back home. keep bonking on all these things. And our final rocket takes us back home. Now, I'm going to do something slightly different from going immediately to the next stage. We're going to pay Mr. Stick here to open up the next box gate. But we're not going to go there yet. Instead, we're going to go to golf while the door is opening. It saves us a little bit of time instead of waiting after we've finished golf to do it. Just going to do a quick few rounds of golf. Not going to be here for that long. This is actually... Ow, no, I hit it the wrong way. This is actually going to be one of the stages that we do not collect all the toppings on, because we don't actually need them all here. Actually going to be where we do one of the first biggest skips in this level game. And that's Berg Skip. So we go straight to the final course here. We'll shoot our little golf ball ahead. I'm going to take this guy, Burger Golfer. I'm going to place him here, and he is going to hit the golf ball into the goal for us. And it's pizza time. That saves us quite a lot of time because it prevents us from having to do a little bonus course that we're forced into by the John blocks. Oh, we would have to do like 3 more courses of golf before we're let out of that area and back here. But with Berg Skip, we can just go straight back to all that. That saves quite a few minutes, and it's probably one of the biggest skips in this game. And that was golf. That's probably comparable to John Garter, how quick that is. With that Berg Skip there. We only grabbed 1 topping, because that's all we'll need. We need almost every topping. But the 4 we skip here, and 5 in one other level, are the ones that we don't need. So the one level we do skip is oh shit in the next level. But here, we're up against Pino's oldest enemy, the noise. Not to be mistaken for Uranoid or the Doys. Here, parry is king. We like to just parry all of his attacks. But unlike the rest of the bosses we've faced so far, the noise is completely and utterly random in what he does. All the bosses do their attacks in a set pattern, set order, but the noise just does whatever the hell he feels like. He has this little jetpack attack where he just bounces all over the place. He's got his pogo stick, he's got his hot air balloon, he's got his little skateboard. He'll just do whatever he feels like doing. No particular set order. In this, though, each one of these attacks will have another effect. Jetpack will explode. He'll kick the skateboard to try and drag us away. He'll try and self-destruct at the end. Ow. I'll hit him with the Noiseling instead. Wastes a bit of time, but at least I actually hit him with it. Try to go faster in this fight, we want to use the Noiselings he drops. Because we can pick him up. Oh yes, got him with that. That was actually a really good noise fight. Almost perfect. But unfortunately, we don't need to take him out because Noise is going to do that for us. That was actually a really good noise fight. It's almost perfect. And that is floor 3. Now we're headed up to floor 4, which is where Snotty is. So we have a few stages before we decide his fate, so get your donations into that as soon as you can. For that, we're going to the Pig City. We're going to take a few taxi rides around to grab our toppings. All the toppings held off in this area is we get to by the taxis. We've got to catch them to go get our toppings for this level. Nope, that's weird. I've had that happen to me before. Now running through the Pig City here. Seems like a very nice place. You should always be careful of new places. Because if you're not sure what you're doing, you might be accidentally breaking the law. Now we're in jail, but Gustavo and Brick is here to help us get out. So yeah, this is the second Gustavo and Brick level. And stupid rats in this level have been repurposed to little rat balloons. For Peppino grab them and use them to hover upwards, but Brick's a little different. He'll just eat them and use them to blow out a big puff of air to push himself upwards. And instead of grinding on the rails, Gustavo will grab them and use them to climb around. Yep. And also, the little pig cops will react differently. They'll nab Brick from us if we get too close, instead of holding us in place. So he grabs abs like that, we have to go and grab him. And we use the super taunt there just to get rid of the pig cop that's standing right there, so he doesn't grab Brick from us. It's the one kind of required super taunt used for this route in particular. So how are we going to get Peppino out of prison? I'm going to cause a bit of chaos. It's pizza time again. Chaos is running rampant in the city, and all the pigs here are in panic. We've got a ride to get Peppino out of jail here, but I don't think he might like the driver. It's just a straight shot to the end for this level. And we're out. We've got 2 stages left before we decide Snotty's fate, so you might want to hurry up those donations if you've got any there to spare Snotty.
That's a very good point. Just as a reminder, we do have some donation incentives for the various runs of this marathon. There's one coming up. It's still for this run, right? For deciding Snotty's fate in Pizza Tower. If you want to spare Snotty, you'd better get those in pretty soon, because Kill Snotty's in the lead with $665 against $194 for sparing. So if you do make a donation through the website, Ziltavai link, just make sure you put in your comment what you want to put the donation towards. And if you make a donation in person here at PAX, just let our staff know when you do it.
Here, after that hot take that we had at the Pig City, we'll cool off here in Refrigerator, Freezerator. Inside one giant freezer. Here with this, we've got to find the heat switches to turn on inside the freezer to melt the ice inside and open up new paths for us. There's lots of cold enemies here. Little frozen pizzas, little snowmen, cube snowmen. Gotta take these heat packs to break some ice as well. If it wasn't cold enough, we've got Evil Santa throwing even more snowmen on top of us. It's almost a bit too cold with everything that's happening. Fuck, so cold. I think we might need something really spicy to warm us up with. And what better than Satan's Choice Pizza? And with this heat, we're invincible. And we can fly. This little power up, we can break through this ice blocks whenever we can and just barge through everything in if it wasn't there. It's just what we need for pizza time. Unfortunately, as useful as this little flame animation is, breaking through all this ice, it's actually relatively slow. We want to try and cancel out of that whenever we can. And that is Refrigerator, Freezerator. So spicy, we blaze through that very cold refrigerator. And we're up to now the boss of this floor. And who could this boss be? It's none other than us. It's Fake Pepino. This is a really long fight. It's a lot of downtime between every hit that we have.
How are you even telling which one's which? Which is the fake one?
Can't you tell by how delightful we look? You look way better than that guy. I mean, look how well we move. We're way better than that faker. Yeah, it's a huge just downtime of these little fake clones trying to hit us between every time we hit Fake Pepino. Trying to copy every move that we do. Really, really poorly. A lot of times we can just stay still like this and not get hurt.
While you're waiting through this boss fight, I guess a question for you, Ornell. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Just something to be said for good old-fashioned tomato and ham and cheese. Cook it right. It's just really nice.
Good choice.
Fortunately, phase 2 of this fight is way faster than phase 1 because we don't have to wait on all the clones to do their attack before we can hit Fake Pepino again. And with that, we've got a little scary escape sequence. Get away from Fake Pepino at the end. Apparently when this first came out, Fake Pepino was a lot faster than he was now. So much so... Oh, I perfected that fight. Neat. It's so much so that the developer actually made Fake Pepino a lot slower in that section. And, that is the end of Fake Pepino, so what is Snotty's fate?
Snotty is going to be killed.
Oh, no.
Kill Snotty one with $665. This is 194 for spare. So
That was
the
what
people
you
have
paid
spoken.
for. How dare you all? We must mourn the loss as we move on to Peppybot Factory.
And with that, the next incentive that we'll have is for the Super Metroid run a bit later on, with the classic save or kill the animals. Save the animals is has $200 at the moment, and kill is on 100, so that could still go either way.
Ah. Got a bit of a climb here to get inside Peppybot Factory to begin with. We're in a very mechanical stage. Got all these mechanical pepinos here to mess with us as we go through. Very annoying enemies. And as we get inside the factory, we're on these conveyor belts, which help or hinder us move in a certain direction. Sometimes I have obstacles we've got to get across. And on this floor, we get shown the transformation of this stage, Pizza Box. He's very slow, but he can fly. To move as fast as we can in this transformation, we want to stay on the ground as fast as we can, because basic movement is about equivalent to a Mach 3 movement. But these flaps are very slow going upwards. We needed to get through those stupid routes, otherwise we'd leave it behind. Fortunately, we can get rid of it there. Whenever we can just get rid of a transformation, we want to do so, because transformations are slow. Unfortunately, we got more stupid rats to get rid of here. See how fast I can get through these belts. Oh, no, I got hit by one. That's unfortunate. Coming out of the pizza factory, the door's been taken away from us. Even if we could enter it while we're a pizza box, which we can't, we have to wait for it to get to the top. Or we can just go through this box, screen transition, and have it being brought to us. And that is floor 4. Rest in peace, Snotty. And onwards to floor 5, which has some of my favorite stages in the game. It's spooky season again, this time with Pizza Scare. Originally, this was like a Halloween-themed version of Pizza Escape, one of the first stages in the game, but the developer liked it so much he just added it in as a normal stage. This here, we're ghost busting with this cross to kill ghosts. And the main gimmick is we have a king ghost following us who's possessing the traps and using them to try and hit us with them. He is going to be a critical component in a trick that's coming up. I'm going to try my best to do this. I've been getting it a lot recently. No guarantee that I can get it. Crucial aspect of that trick you just saw there is that when we're moving at Mach 4 speeds, we're moving too fast for King Ghost to possess the traps for us. Sometimes King Ghost gets trapped in these little TVs and can't possess anything. But we need the trap to continue, like that little ball kicker there to get past the stupid rat. And that's going to be really important in this room. Okay, here we go. Got it! Yes! So that there was a trip called Stinky Fart. Don't ask me why it's named that, I don't know why. But what that was is that we move in a certain pattern and through that room at Mach 4 speed, and we're moving so quick that King Ghost can't possess the pusher that's right in front of Pillar John. But if we move precisely enough, we can move in an exact position without hitting certain objects, like a ramp, That lets us run past that area, that room, at Mach 4 speed, which lets us get right through the pusher before the King Ghost can possess it. And that saves about a good 20 to 30 seconds from avoiding to go to a lower room where we're supposed to get the King Ghost trapped inside of a TV, so he can't possess the pusher. That was amazing that I got that. Very nice pizza scare.
Mind if I jump in quickly after that?
Yes, real quick.
No problem. Well, we've got a $15 donation from Vampiric Oz. He says, Vampiric Oz there with one final message. I'm glad I got to watch Snotty pass away peacefully live.
How
So
dare
thank you very much.
Take pleasure in the passing of others. Now we're going to another spooky stage. Don't make a sound. We're in a pizza parlor with pizza animatronics. How spooky. But unlike another pizzeria's animatronics, these ones aren't evil for evil ghosts possessing them. They're just evil because they're evil. No 10 hours of lore to go through on these ones. So in this stage, we have all these little pizza robots that got alarms in them. If they set them off, they'll trigger an animatronic to try and chase us down. So we want to kill them before that happens. Or just run past them. Just with a few skips through these hallways, we can get through some of the halls before we're even spotted. Skipping some areas entirely. So before we had Mushroom Robot, we had Pizza Robot, and this one is Puppet Robot. These Puppet Robots' rooms are the most annoying to get rid of. It's just, the alarm robots are in such awkward positions. We do not need to care about them, we can just move on. Uh-oh. This is bad. I got caught. Dang it. That's unfortunate. At one spot is there, it's a bit awkward to get through if you can't destroy the metal block in time. You can taunt though to instantly activate the alarm. We have to do it in some rooms because we need them to open up a security door so we can get past them. And here we've got all 4 of the robots chasing us at once. That's not a problem. We've moved fast enough, we can get past them all. And on to this stage's transformation, the best transformation in the game. A gun. Let's see what these animatronics think of the bullet of AB7. They don't think too much of it. don't know why a certain other pizzeria never did this. Seems like a really easy way to get rid of the animatronics. Antlers don't make a sound. We just got one more stage to go after this on floor 5. A very unique stage. Yep. All the way up here. And that is wall. Got one objective in this stage. Run. Ball is planted. We have to run through the stage as fast as we can. There's no pizza time or pillage on this stage. The level is pizza time. However, there are little bomb computers all around the stage. If we touch them, we can break them for extra time on our little timer. This is probably, I'd say, even though I've got my favorites like Crust Cove and Deep Dish 9, this is probably like the Pizza Tower level. This is just where all the movement you can get in this game just come together beautifully. So much cool movement you can do in this level. You've got Gun, the best transformation for the entire mission. Yep. All these crazy rooms to go through at super fast speed. Got this rockin' music, 1000 March. All these weird things in the background too. Don't know what they're all about. Nope. There's these weird Frog Peppino clones. Got these pizza box tanks. This is... all the wackiness is one of my... probably the best level in the game. Even got the little secret rooms out in the open. But, if you go through them, they take up your little war timer as well, so you gotta be careful going in there. And bam, that is war. And that was the final stage of the game. Only got one foe left, Pizza Face. The money we get from that, we have exactly $210, which is precisely the amount that we need to open up the final boss door. Well, the speed we've been running out this door, this whole pizza tower itself, I think we're a little bit earlier here than Pizza Face expected. Unless we've got our pizzeria to save. Let's fight Pizza Face. First stage of the fight, just gotta throw enemies into Pizza Face so you can stun him and then knock him down and hit him. Oop. almost any enemy that we've encountered so far. And that's phase 1. As it turns out, Pizza Face is just a robot. The true boss was hiding inside him. This funny little clown, Pizza Head. To deal with him, he gives us the Vigilante gun. No real strategy about this. We just gotta mash as fast as we can to take him out. Just like Noise before him, his attacks are completely random. We gotta be a little bit careful of all the stuff around us. And also the robot Pizza Head above us. That's phase 2. For phase 3, Pizza Face is fine. But he's going to bring back all the other bosses for us to fight. But the bosses forgot something. If you hurt Peppino too much, you can go to hell. And thus we have unlocked Super Italian Rage Peppino. With this, each single hit will take out one entire section of the boss's HP. And we will rip and tear through these bosses. Unfortunately, we still can't attack Vigilantes directly, but our boy Gustavo comes in clutch, letting us fling himself into the enemy so we can hit him. Ow! Missed the shot. Oh, he moved out of the way. Oh, Vigilante is always tough in this refight. As soon as we clear out one boss, another comes along. Gustavo still comes in for us now. We can use him to get additional hits on the Noise every time. Use him to skip an entire phase. Lastly, we've got Fake Peppino to get rid of. We want to hit him with Gustavo as much as we can because he takes 2 hits to get a stun on him, like before. If we hit him Gustavo, it's only 1. And lastly, we've got Pizza Head himself. Funny little clown thinks he can be a funny little clown to get rid of us. Here's boxing gloves, little fly swatter, little somersault in the air, stomping the ground. But he's pretty tough. It's the only boss in this game that has 3 whole sets of health bars to go through. In fact, to properly defeat him, we might need to employ one of our most powerful moves yet. And that move, the most powerful of all the power we have, the most powerful hit that we can hit him with, Super Italian Pizza Pile Driver! And that is Pizza Head. But it's not the end of the level. of the game, we have one final pizza time to go through. The crumbling a tower of pizza. It's the final stage of the game where we must gather up all of our friends and run like hell to get out of the collapsing tower. This is one gigantic remix stage that combines everything in the game into one giant level. We start off with gun, and you lose it pretty quickly. And so there's little pizza ninjas, which from the one level that we didn't see. And also a little penny pincher there. While we're going out, getting the bosses to follow us with us as well. Rip Snotty. Could have taken him out of the pizza tower with us, but none of you wanted that. It's just a little guy. Got a little sausage here. Got the UF olives, cool pineapple, the missile, little olive bubble, little burger golfers, cannon goblins, got the noise with us, got those little strings from across the curve, even got the little banana monkeys. Even tripped on one of his bananas. The crumbling blocks from Oregano Desert. You even got one more game of golf to play. Ow! Hit the wrong way. Ah, no Primo Burger for us. We even got the alien cows. And the cannon goblins back again. Got Mort with us. We've got the Vigilante. We're coming up on the end. Just a few more rooms left. It's basically just one gigantic long hallway with nothing but boost panels. Timing will be right when I exit the final door, the very first door we entered the pizza tower from. We're nearly at the end. Bring Pepperman with us. We bring Jerome. And time. In-game time of that was 1:24:21. Which that's a PB for me. Yes, new best time. Woo! All right. Amazing run. All right. For it to be a valid run, though, we've got to wait just a little bit on the credits so we can see Peppino's final judgment. While that's happening, I just want to say a few thanks. Thank you to ASM for letting me speedrun this game. Thank you to PAX for letting me be here and speedrun the event for everyone here. Thank you to McPig for making it an amazing game. This is a very fun game. I love it a lot. Also, shoutouts to Soaring Sloth, because his Games Done Quick in 2023 of Pizza Tower was what inspired me to start running this game. That run there even is still better than mine. Just got to wait a little bit longer. And also, I guess JJ's run from 2024, even though that was a noise run, still a very impressive run. A lot of the other runners of this game are way better than I am. They have way better movements. Use a lot more of the other techniques, advanced techniques in this game. You should go and watch their runs. They are way better than what I've been able to create.
Don't put yourself down. That was a really impressive run.
That was an amazing run. We're almost done. Skipping the end here. Get to see Peppino's final judgment. Just need to have this screen for it to be valid. You've cleared 52% of the tower. What's Peppino's judgment? I was quick as hell.
You are quick as hell, man. Why'd you have to get the moves like that?
1:24:21.003. Very nice time. Very nice to get a PB on. Again, thank you very much. It was amazing.
Really well done to Ornell on that very chaotic, very impressive run of Pizza Tower. Up next, we've got Zonda playing Road Rash 64. Going to be running Insanity mode just after this little bit of setup. So stick around. All right, everyone, welcome back to AusSpeedruns at PAX 2024. Next up, we've got Road Rash 64 with Zonda. I think we are almost ready to go.